Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Life of a Gunner podcast. It's Faithfulness here. I know it's been a minute, it's been a while we talked football. There has been no motivation for a while, but the 2025-2026 season is back, and I am ready. I know, like, everyone is pumped. I mean, I've been watching preseason back to back, like, I'm pumped. But there are a lot of like transfer news and stuff to talk about, and I'm like, why not? Why don't we just talk about these things? First of all, first on my list. Isak, my guy, what's going on now? I know that there's been a lot of talk here and there. And Liverpool fans now your mouth is sharp. When it was Alexander Arnold, people were calling him, he's a betrayer, he's a this, he's a that. But now that it's your third for Alexander Isak now, gone mad, you're happy. Now Isak is not a betrayer. Now it is Newcastle. It's Newcastle now that is the problem, Abi. Don't worry, we'll get there. For me, Isak, I just think that it's just a problem of maybe his agent. I don't know, maybe like a lot of people are talking. A lot of people have gotten into his head because few months ago you were so happy being like you even said, oh, I want to be a Newcastle legend. I'm happy with the place, I'm happy with the fans, I'm happy with the club. I mean, you were enjoying life. And Liverpool tried to use the back door. But then again, I don't feel pity for Newcastle because I mean Newcastle did this with Everton, Anthony Gordon. I don't know if we cannot remember a few seasons back. Was it not last season or 2 seasons ago? They did it with Anthony Gordon. So I mean, you can't eat your cake and have it. It's happening to you now, and now you are doing, yeah, raising your shoulder. I know Newcastle they have small money, but at the same time, I mean, you did it, now they're doing back to you. I'm not saying it's right, but like at the cross of this transfer window, we have seen so many mess ups in a sense of, oh, players just say, I'm not returning to training. Clubs are going like through the background to the back door to buy players and stuff like that. We have the likes of Gibbs White and Tottenham. He had to extend, his contract with Nottingham Forest, and those things, like, what is going on? Like, what is going on? I really don't understand what's going on this transfer window. Like, players are being overpriced, sporting directors are being difficult to work with. Like, it's not as sweet as before. And I know we have the likes of Fabrizio and David Ornstein, breaking this transfer saga to us. But it's not just as interesting as before. I mean, the drama alone is giving. And I know everybody said, oh, the Premier League is going to be tough this season. My dear, after 10 games, we'll know the pretenders and the ones that are title contenders. We'll know the ones that are top six contenders. Even the ones that finished 15 last season, they keep shouting. They cannot even let us rest. But let's just leave that one aside. For Isak, I just feel like it's a game of the way it has gone out, he has burnt bridges. And that's not something that I think he needs to do. I don't think it's something that he should have done. Yeah, if you wanted to go to Liverpool or you had Liverpool like in your mind all summer, I think you would have been, putting it out there since. You would have been saying, oh, I respect the club, but you know what, I need to find another club. Like I tweeted recently and I was telling someone recently. And I said that the best thing that can happen to Isak now is to just sign a contract extension at Newcastle, stay for one more season, and have a proper release clause or a gentleman agreement in the summer. But Liverpool, I mean, they're being very ambitious this season. And it's good. I mean, they won the Premier League last season, and you're seeing that they're not backing down. They're selling, and as well, they're like buying. They have brought a Kitty K. I don't know if I got that right, but well, they've got him, and they got Frimpong, they got Weeds, they got, like, they're really like, they're really very active in the market. I mean, they didn't really make a lot of purchases last season, and I'm like, wow. So that money, like, they saved it. They keep lying to, it's not Coutinho money. Coutinho money has finished since, but let's leave that one aside. But yeah, it's good to see them doing business. But then again, I think that this Isak Saka, I think then he needs to make up his mind. And I don't know if I should be pissed at Newcastle or pissed at Liverpool. I mean, Newcastle, you got 110 million euros or 10 million pounds, and you rejected it for Isak. I mean, that that fine brother is not worth 110 million. It's not worth 150 million. But again, the transfer market is like saturated. And clubs now begin to call prices, ridiculous prices for players. And I don't think Liverpool are desperate enough to spend that amount of money. I'm of the opinion that maybe they should have gone for like maybe a winger now that Luis Diaz has gone. I know they have like some young players that, I mean, they're coming up the radar and all. But spending 110 million on Isak. I think Liverpool they were even foolish. I'm sorry, I mean Newcastle rather were foolish to reject that money because anyway, let not talk too much of that. I mean that's never my club. I don't but like people, so Liverpool fans feel like, oh, because they are going to get Isak or they want to get Isak, we should be afraid. My brother, we're not afraid. I don't know about any other club, but I don't think I'm afraid. I mean, if you want to get Isak and Etikite, I mean, right on, let's see how it goes. But I don't think anybody's afraid, or like I say, I don't think the word is fear. I think it's just the thing that we're complaining, or club was complaining that Manchester City were doing. That is what they are doing now. I mean, you have enough money to spend and you want to spend it, fine. But don't worry, when the season starts, we'll get to that. Let's just leave that aside. The second thing I want to talk about, I mean, Benjamin Sesko. One thing I'm glad about the situation is that I am happy Arsenal dropped out of that race because this is becoming absolutely ridiculous. Now I know that Manchester United and Newcastle are about to start a bidding war, which I know that that's what Leipzig, right? I know that that's what they want. But these German clubs, I mean, Newcastle submitted a bid of 75 million euros or pounds. I think it's 75 million pounds plus 5 million add-ons, and Leipzig also wants a sell-on clause after paying that amount. And you're telling me that that is not good enough for for a striker that scored just 13 goals last season. You they whine me. Jesus Christ. I'm so I know I've not done a video on this, but I'm so grateful for Victor Gyökeres. My brother, wherever you are, God bless you. You will not suffer in this life. Because the same way you not stress my club, you not stress me. Nobody will stress you like that in Aston Football Club. Because this guy, this Sesko saga, I mean, brother Joe had 13 goals and 5 assists last season. And all of a sudden, he's the king of the world. I mean, I get he is young, he has the potential, but for goodness sake, these players are being overpriced. And the fact that he doesn't even went nowhere to go this time of the season, this particular time, because now like he is stalling, the deal is stalling. As a serious footballer, you know the club you want to go to, you want to do preseason with them, you want to do all those things with them. But now these delay tactics, I don't know who it helps. I don't even know, like my goodness, I don't even know what to even say. I mean, Newcastle, they are desperate because of the whole Isak deal, and maybe the market has not been too favorable to them at all. But why would I want to spend 90 mil on Benjamin Sesko? And I don't know why Manchester United wants to spend that much money. I mean, I was hearing Manchester United wanted to go for a Premier League proven striker. We have the likes of Oli Watkins. I mean, I've been hearing the likes of Mateta. I think he's going to be a very good buy because Man, you have done well in the market with the likes of Buemno, likes of Kona. I think they have really done decent in the market, and I really hope this season pops for them. I mean, it's not if I don't even want them to win anything, but at least if they can get top six, it's fine. I don't really care. But all the same, I think I don't know. I think why do you want Sesko? I mean, I get like he has potential. You have Hoyland, you have Zexi. Why do you want Sesko? And I heard that Leipzig were also asking for Hoyland as part of the deal because like he's like their perfect like striker replacement and all. I just feel like the way this deal is going to drag, it looks like it's going to be messy. And it looks like Leipzig just wants a bidding war because now they're entertaining. Like Arsenal didn't give them this, this drama. Now they're in the news 247. Fabrizio is tweeting about Sesko 100 times, and I mean, like everybody's cashing out from all quarters, so I can understand. So I don't think there's anything much to say about Sesko, and let's move forward. Another thing I want to talk about. Hey, Andre Beta, if you can get Eze to Arsenal, I will love you forever. I mean, like we have been screaming for like a dynamic midfielder since. And I think that Eberechi Eze, if we can actually get Eberechi Eze at Arsenal, like I don't know how Beta wants to do, but if he's actually a serious option for Ateta, for Arsenal Football Club, I mean, I think we should go all in before the season starts. I don't think we should wait for his whether release clause or whatever to expire. I feel like if you can get a deal done for a Berechi Eze before the season starts, be very afraid. Be very afraid. Yeah. If you're not an Arsenal fan, be very afraid because Arsenal is going to pop this season. I can feel it in my bones that we're going to pop. Yeah, there are a lot of things to talk about. I know I'm happy for Sime, by the way. He has moved to Galatasaray finally. Napoli, the evil that you have done. Let's not talk about that club. But yeah, I'm very happy for Osimhen. I know our Nigerian brothers, they are using their calculators to calculate how much you earn and how much you will do this. I mean, I think for what is what, people say, oh, why is Osimhen going to Galatasaray? Why is he going to Turkey and the likes? But I mean, I'm happy for him. That brother has been through a lot, and I hope that he plays his best football yet this season. Wow, we've talked about a lot, but we'll talk more. Thank you guys for listening to this episode of the podcast. I really, really hope you have fun. Have a great week. Bye.